I think the first one is the internal infrastructure. So if you think about a bank, this is something that has grown over years and years, decades. If you look to the UK, you're talking banks that have been around for hundreds of years. Whilst their platforms are fairly advanced, they continue to grow at a pace that was more relevant for the 60s and 70s versus the time that we're in today.
Banking as a field is fairly reliable on traditional concepts of credit and so forth. And that's where internal challenges are there, where compliance, risk, processes, innovations in our legal system, in contracting and so forth has to happen as well.
Definitely the regulatory challenges where it disables us to move quick. I think it is for our safety, but it's still a challenge. The technology pace within our IT to be able to deploy change quickly to the consumer.
One of the biggest things that when you look at this is how do you address technology and start from first principles and work your way up. I think many banks are still focused on how can we create that layer and how can we give the pretense of digital without going deep and understanding how do we build a proposition that's right for today's digital needs.
So not only the banking has to innovate or the technology has to innovate, but all the other corresponding elements and features of our business has to innovate at the same time. Otherwise, a good technology like digital signatures goes a waste or has to wait for 2-3 years before it becomes mainstream because the risk, compliance and regulation has to catch up in a big way.
And ultimately, the ever-rising consumer expectations that is shaped by them dealing with different industries beyond banking, this will always keep us into trying to please and serve.